we've had a very controversial show today. I mean, there's one, Joan's choice of a Christmas song in the 6 o'clock hour. Holy mackerel.
I don't think it was controversial at all.
Joan, that was controversial, and we'll talk about that in the 8:35.
We'll let Chris Hand decide.
So that was very controversial. Also controversial was the conversation about Jelly Roll and his want as a convicted, I'm going to air quote this, violent felon, that he wants to own a firearm again. That also was very controversial here on the radio broadcast. So one of the things that we talked about earlier, and go take the poll. Basically, the bottom line is, I'm going to tell the story again, but go take the poll, watch us on YouTube, and take the poll on YouTube, and it's Daily Dan poll. Should Jelly Roll be allowed to own a gun or carry a gun? As a convicted felon in the state of Tennessee, he is not allowed to for life, and he says that he is going to speak to the governor and maybe the state legislature about figuring out a way where people, someone like him, who has paid his debt to society, like it seems to me 20-fold, and should he be allowed to own a gun? So we're going to get to that part of the conversation, but go take the Daily Dan poll on YouTube, because, I mean, it is split, like right down the middle. So Jelly Roll was on with Joe Rogan, and it was a great moment where they're talking about his weight loss, and they're talking about what it was like for Jelly Roll as he was, fresh out of jail, I guess, or whatever it was, many, many years ago, before he was a star. He was watching Craig Morgan at the Grand Ole Opry. And so they were talking about that and something that Jelly Roll said on stage, but it was all a ruse.
I'm going to show you something else, too. I didn't think I'd make a joke. I'm going to show you this. Oh, buddy. Give me some volume, Jay.
To say congratulations on all the great things happening in your career.
Craig Morgan is on the screen.
And to thank you for the positive difference you're making in the lives of so many people who need the help. You're doing great work, buddy, and I'll never forget meeting you on the Grand Ole Opry and how much it meant to me to hear you say my music helped you get through some really tough times. That's one thing country music does really well.
And then he gets up, and it turns out he's in the Grand Ole Opry. And the Grand Ole Opry stage is in the background.
And who would have ever dreamed back then that I'd be back at the Opry House today to say, Jelly Roll, you're officially invited to become a member of the Grand Ole Opry. It's an honor to say welcome to the family, brother.
Jelly Roll is crying, face in hands.
He wanted to play that for you when you're here.
Openly sobbing. Even Joe Rogan is crying.
Have a hug.
And then he asks Joe Rogan for a hug. And these two embrace. It is, I don't know, I think it's a great moment. I think that was a great moment. And I did admit, I've seen it 3 times now, so it no longer makes me weepy. But this morning, man, I was like, holy mackerel. And obviously, it is a great moment for Jelly Roll because, he spent collectively about 7 years overall in prison. And it was always his dream to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And so he does credit, and this is why I love Jelly Roll so much. He credits that time behind bars as having taught him that he actually had something to offer. He'd do, they call them freestyle raps, and he would write songs in prison that the other inmates loved. So then he got out of prison. He changed his ways. One of the things that helped him change his life, he got a phone call in prison where he was told that he was going to be a father. And so at that moment, he decided, he prayed to God, help me change my ways, and that is exactly what he's done. So he is now going to be an official member of the Grand Ole Opry. So congratulations to Jelly Roll. He is, by all accounts, a great father, and he has now lost a ton of weight. His music is incredibly popular, and he does amazing charitable work around Tennessee. Well, then this happened, where they started also talking about, after the big hug and everything else, they talk about the amount of weight that Jelly Roll has lost.
You're a totally new human being.
It is, man. And you know what's crazy? I don't want to get super spiritual out the gate, but I will, because I think God wants me to right now, because you saying that. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, in Christ all things are a new creation, which I thought was interesting, because it didn't talk about restoring the old. It says that in God, we are a completely new creation. You know what I mean? So, like, I was looking at it at first like I'm restoring my heart. But then when you're saying that, I'm like, no, I didn't restore my heart. I got a whole new heart. This is a brand new heart, Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be cloaked as the old one, but God touched it. It's a whole new heart, baby.
I mean, you have to be an ingrate not to love Jelly Roll. But coming up, the most controversial part of this morning's program. So Jelly Roll is a convicted felon. And he spent that 7 years in jail collectively. He went in and out of jail. And so, number one, I believe that he is a prime example of somebody who goes into prison, goes into the jail system, the prison system, and he figures it out. And he gets that perspective of a man who is reborn in prison. And I love that. And as I said, he's done amazing charitable work, etc. But this is interesting. It could go either way. This was earlier in the program, very controversial. Jelly Roll says that because he is a violent offender, he's not allowed to hunt with a gun. So he just bought a big piece of property here in Tennessee. He's from Antioch, by the way. And I assume he'd like to hunt on it. And so they started talking about this. But he can't because he is not allowed to own a gun because of his convictions. And so Jelly Roll would like to see that change. This is part of that discussion that he had with Joe Rogan.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
You're not allowed to own a firearm, or you're allowed to operate one?
No, sir.
No, so
I'm
you
not
can't
allowed to
rifle hunt at all?
No, sir. I'm on my first hunt pretty much.
And is that forever?
Well, this is interesting. I am, it's a slippery slope for me. I am up for a pardon this year. My paperwork has been sent into my governor, and he considers pardons in every December. So every day, I'm just kind of praying. You know what I mean? But even if he gives me the pardon, unfortunately, Tennessee has a zero forgiveness policy for violent offenders. So I would be pardoned, but I wouldn't be adjudicated. What's it called? When they
exonerated?
Exonerated. I wouldn't be. The charges aren't completely gone. So what I'd have to do is, and this is my hope, is that my goal in this is that I want to reach out to legislation eventually and go, hey, like, if nothing else, I'd like my right to hunt. Like, it's done a lot for my mental health. It's done a lot for my physical health. Raped somebody or killed somebody. But I think that there should be some path to redemption, even if it takes 30 years. Put something unrealistic up there. You can't get a speeding ticket for 20 years. But, like, I think it's important for people to have a path to redemption. I'm a redemption guy. And, if God didn't just show me so many paths, you know what I mean? Then
I think it's one of the more beautiful aspects of Christianity.
Right.
That it does offer you a path to redemption, like a true legitimate path where you can become a different person.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, here's the deal. You could call it the Jelly Roll law. At what point is someone allowed to carry a firearm if they've been convicted of a violent crime? Well, we talked about that. You have federal law that says, no, you cannot ever own a gun if you've been convicted of most felonies where you spend a year in prison. Federally, if you're pardoned, you can get those rights back. In Tennessee, you get busted for a felony, any felony, apparently, you cannot own a gun for life, not even in your home. So I grokked it, and it says that you can get a pardon from the governor, and that can restore your rights if it is specified in the pardon. But apparently, that is quite the process. It is quite the production. And I saw one article that said it is almost impossible. I don't really know. But that brings the question. So if somebody like a Jelly Roll, who has clearly, paid his price to society, and he's paid it back, big time, 20-fold, should he be allowed to hunt on his property? He's got sons. He said that he would like to hunt. So there's a lot of people that chimed in on the YouTube page and on the YouTube chat and also on the super text line. And it was pretty split. On the super text line, I felt like it was 70-30. 70% said, yeah, I'd let Jelly Roll own a gun. 30% said no. There are some folks that said, you know what, I did my time for like 20 years, and I can't own a gun. So why should Jelly Roll get special treatment? Well, you heard Jelly Roll say that what he's talking about is going to the state legislature and trying to figure out some sort of a way, some sort of a compromise where if somebody has paid their due, then they'd be able to own a gun to hunt. But here's the deal. The second somebody, and this is where I'm going to be a Danny Downer because I think the Jelly Roll conversation is a great one. But, okay, so let's say the state legislature and the governor says, okay, so we're going to come up with the Jelly Roll law, and if you spent 20 years in prison, 30 years in prison for a felony, but there is a process for you to get your gun back, and then you get your gun back and something horrible happens, that means that this is going to be, talked about as the moment where they changed the law to allow violent offenders to get guns back, right? It could go either way, but here's the deal. I'm just going to say this. I'm arguing with myself. I hate when I do this. But if you're a violent offender and you want to do no good, well, then you're going to get a gun regardless and do whatever it is that you're going to do. So I don't know. We did a real quick in the 6 o'clock hour. We did a quick Daily Dan poll. We are doing it again here. And what are people saying now? Because earlier it was pretty evenly divided, 50-50.
It's divided the other direction. 52% saying no, they don't believe you should get it.
So 52%. Right. I'd be willing to bet that 52% say love Jelly Roll, love his music.
Nope.
Can't make an exception.
No.
I bet you that's what people are saying. A lot of people are saying. So, all right, very good. 8:22, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk. I just think the whole Jelly Roll conversation is a great one because I do like his music. I love his story, and I do love that about Christianity and redemption. And so for Jelly Roll, I don't know what the governor is going to do on that one. It would be interesting to see the state legislature look at that and decide if that's the road that they wanted to go down. Hey, Joan, I'm going to get in trouble for this.
What now?
Well, yeah, I mean, something's wrong with that traffic report. It's just so sped up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I keep thinking about when I hear that?
No.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
Right?
It does have that. Yes.
It does. And we love Sammy. Something's wrong with it. I don't know what they're doing, but it's sped. I have to acknowledge the train wreck. I can't just let that go and not acknowledge that it just sounds like, hello, Mr. Roboto. So, but 40 eastbound, just to reiterate, in case you missed it from the Mr. Roboto traffic report, 40 eastbound at, where is it? It's in Mount Juliet, right there, Providence.
Right.
Still shut down. And by the way, we should mention 2215, the traffic in Providence is absolutely gridlocked. Mount Juliet Road, I cannot even imagine what it's like on MJR because I travel that almost every day, right over 40. It is a nightmare when there's nothing going on. So if you need to go east on 40 and just basically around Providence, find another way. Take 70 or take Division. Just if you're trying to go east, just avoid that whole area because it is messed up. It's a bad accident, too.
Yeah.
Is there any word, Joan, on when they're going to be able to open that double fatality?
They were saying around 8:30, so it could be any moment now.
You know what? 6246, interstate back
Crash
open.
Crash is clear. 40 eastbound at Golden Bear Gateway now cleared, finally. So it's out of there. But what a wreck this morning. Literally.
Oh, yeah. It was awful. It's awful
Yeah.
wreck.
So I have a little bit more information about it in the news coming up. I don't want to give it all away here.
You know what we're doing? We are bucking. I don't know why everybody gets
I don't know
nervous.
why you have to use that word. Like, why do you have to use it?
We're bucking the company.
I see.
The company's been bucking us for years. What?
At least let us put some lipstick on. We like to look pretty before we get bucked.
So we are. So
that was a South Park reference for the
like
lesser
that?
of you.
You
Yes.
like that?
All right. So anyway, the company gave us a bunch of really lame bumper music for Christmas, and so we are choosing our own.
We're making Christmas great again.
We are making Christmas great again on Nashville's Morning News. And so every day at the coming back from the 35 break, we're playing our own bumper music. So how do you want to do this? Whose are we doing first? Because we review.
Well, chronologically, probably is the best way.
All right, so I was first, and this is what I brought in. And Chris, you'll love this. Go ahead. This was mine. You would like this. This is a Canadian, Bryan Adams.
Yep.
Listen to how beautiful this is.
It's definitely a vibe.
You hate it, don't you, Chris?
I do.
You know what?
What?
My vibe on Bryan Adams' Christmas is good. Bring that up. All right, we're done. All right, so that's mine, Bryan Adams. And then we had Joan at 6:35. Did you hear this?
No.
This was an epic, absolute train wreckery. Listen to this. Good Lord, man.
Put Bryan Adams back on. What are we doing?
Ow, ow, ow. And so Jane, Joan, when we did this in the 6, she's over there weeping at the beauty of this song.
You were weeping?
She was.
Joan, you wept?
This is I Heard the Bells.
It's not even the best version of that song.
Who was that?
That was Kate Smith.
Kate Smith.
From 1947.
No, it's Kate Smith.
Okay, so
Here's the better version of the song.
oh, this is much better.
Way
Right?
better.
Way better. Who is
Right.
this? Who is this?
Echo Smith.
Of course, this is Echo
Of
Smith.
course.
Of course.
Of course.
It sounds so much better.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the same heft as Kate Smith.
And that's a good
heft?
thing.
Singer shouldn't have heft.
She doesn't have the heft?
Yes.
Is that some kind of fat joke?
No, it's that Kate Smith is all that. She's legendary.
If all that includes sounding terrible.
Hefty.
Oh.
All right, Joan.
I do like Sam's version of the song. I just will admit that, but
I don't think Joan's won a Christmas song yet, has she?
Sure, I have. I won the first day with
Joan-
with Karen Carpenter.
Joan, you know what?
Didn't I?
Joan gets sympathy votes because she's a chick.
She
That's
also
true.
reaches into the nostalgia basket.
That's a pretty deep basket with Joan.
It
Well,
is.
you know, maybe if
It's like Mary Poppins' purse.
this radio station employed any other females in the world,
Oh, here we
I-
go.
Oh, my gosh.
Now it all comes out.
We're a meritocracy, Joan.
Joan has the radio station been bucking the female employees?
as a matter of
Gonna
fact,
get you
they
sent to
have.
HR.
Am I going to get in trouble? Oh wait, I didn't realize how that sounded.
It
actually.
sounded way worse.
Why do I do this all the
I
time?
didn't realize how that sounded.
All right, moving right along. This may be the last day for this bit and my career. All right, so Sam, then you had.
Snow in the Holler by Troubadour Blue.
This is good, actually. Bring it up. This makes me want to shoot a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
It's Christmas with whiskey.
Yes. And cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
well-
Nashville-based Troubadour Blue.
Troubadour Blue. I love it. Good job, Sam. And I don't say that to
Did
Sam very
somebody's
often.
dog die or like? Just, you know,
Oh, we gotta
usually
find
there's
something to
like
hate on there.
that,
So
right?
so now Joan is trying to talk smack after her terrible choice. Nice try, Joan.
Heard the bells. That's what that sounded like.
Wow. Okay, now time for Chris's. Go ahead.
All right. This is all we want for Christmas is muchos deportaciones.
I already love it.
It says you're going ho ho home on the video.
Wow. Why am I hearing like two?
There's like a little trump in the background.
I love this.
In the video, you got Ilhan Omar getting picked up by a helicopter in a net. You got Tom Homan driving a van.
No kidding. All right, very good. Well done, Chris.
Hold on, you're not gonna stick around for the Spanish verse.
All right.
There's a Spanish verse.
See.
This is a song for everybody.
It is.
It's the best Spanish Christmas song since Feliz Navidad.
All right. All right. Very good. I love that.
It's just a little fun. It's better than Joan's song.
Absolutely. I think who won?
I see here.
Valerie says Chris for the win, and I like Valerie. So
Well, I don't know because let's see.
76-79, Chris won.
92-83. I understand where Joan is coming from. Kate Smith was renowned for her voice back then.
Back then. She probably sounds better now.
Let's
She's
see.
been dead for how long?
Mark, you uncultured swine. Joan has class.
Mark has a crush.
Mark has an agenda.
Do you know what's Do you know what's unfair about anybody that sides with Joan? Is that we get so many super texts that call Joan hot.
Yeah,
with two
all
T's.
day
All day
Double
long.
T on the hot.
H-O
and
double T, hotosaurus,
John is so
Jones.
cute.
So it's all based on your looks, Joan.
That's not.
You know what? Just once I would like somebody
This
to
is
say, yeah, Dan, people like you because of your looks. Nobody ever does that.
No.
Not once.
I got a lot of people white knighting for Joan's Christmas songs, though.
All right, you know what? We get, 51-94. Joan wins always.
Yep,
Scott,
exactly.
you guys are so mean to Joan.
56-12, anyone but Joan.
76-79 had a comment for Mark. He said, Mark, she's married.
Kate Smith's voice makes you want to kill someone, says Jane.
Jeez.
Doesn't.
Whoa.
Joan, you're inciting murderous
Whoa.
rage within people.
Congratulations, Joan. I don't think I instill that much passion in people that they want to go out and kill somebody.
Well, I think kill's a little.
You and
much.
Abigail Spanberger.
Jeff said Joan is stunning and brave.
All right, so Chris came in today, and he came in hot. I'm not going to lie.
I was very upset.
Chris is very upset.
I'm
about
very upset
something-
with Dan.
Because.
Okay. I thought Dan and I were friends. I thought we were pals. Like, I thought we were buddies. I really did. I
Absolutely.
really, truly did. And yesterday, that theory was disproven. Debunked, if you will.
He didn't bring you a burger, did he?
It wasn't even about that.
Okay.
It wasn't even about the burger. I don't need the burger. I'm a grown man. Get my own lunch. But I have to find out through social media that you went to In-N-Out Burger.
I'm sorry.
And then I find out that you're texting Matt Murphy. Then I find out you're texting Chad Benson.
Everybody but you, Chris.
Did Brian Wilson get a text from Dan Mandis yesterday?
No, he did not.
I doubt it. I doubt that.
How dare you?
So I had to find out online
Yeah.
that you waited in line for hours upon hours.
Okay, it was 90 minutes, door to burger. That's number one. Number two, they were asking me if I went. They asked me. Chad sent me a note and said, "Are you going to?" I think he actually literally said, "Are you there?" Like knowing that we all knew what he was talking about. I said, "No, I'm not going." Well, then Amy decided that she wanted me to go. I kid you not, I talked about this in the 5. I was in my pajamas. That is how settled into my day I was. You were actually off the air. She came down at about 12, whatever it was.
This doesn't have to do with the radio show, Dan. It has to do with friendship.
So him being off the air means he was available to be reached.
Exactly.
Oh,
Thank
whatever.
You. Thank
you know
you.
what, Sam?
Thank you. I didn't have my do not disturb on.
It's going to be a long 4 hours for you tomorrow, Sam. So
Whatever, it's Friday.
you know what? You have told me in the past how much you appreciate your solitude and how you don't want to be bothered in your off time. I was just respecting your wishes.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
I think that worked.
I
Joan, did
bother-
that work?
I bother him all the time.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever.
She'll be like, what do you think about this Christmas song for tomorrow? And I'll say, it's terrible. Don't
what?
play it. She never listens.
And that's when I play it. Yeah.
I brought you a sticker.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank
I
you.
got your sticker. It's
So
at
that
home,
means
though.
that your class of friendship is the same as mine and Sam's because he brought us stickers too.
But they're all at home.
So thoughtful.
Yep. But I got a sweatshirt.
Okay, I'm a little disappointed in the sweatshirt.
$45.
I am. I'm disappointed in the sweatshirt.
Me too.
Because
Why?
there's no Tennessee reference on it.
Okay, you know what?
Also, it's kind of boring.
It is.
What?
Like, honestly, anybody could make that sweatshirt. My grandkids could make that sweatshirt.
All right, I like to see them try. You have your grandkids make
get them
Chris
on the-
Hand an
on the
In-N-Out
loom.
sweatshirt, so he'll be happy and quit complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that we aren't as close of friends as I thought we were.
You're not angry. You're just disappointed.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Exactly. It's just the dad disappointed look that I'm giving Dan.
I also texted Matt Murphy and Chad Benson a picture of me in an In-N-Out hat. You see this?
Oh, nice. You
like
got to get
that?
the paper hat.
There you go. People online. I'll go ahead and I'll post this, although I look kind of silly doing it.
So
But
change your profile picture to it.
you know what? I could. I'm going to change your mind, though, Chris Hand, about In-N-Out. When you go into In-N-Out...
I like In-N-Out. How are you going to change my mind?
Oh, you do?
You're going to
Okay.
You're going to try and make me not like it?
No, I didn't know. Didn't you say that you had never had it?
No. Do you listen
Okay.
when I does he we
No,
really
he
aren't
doesn't.
friends, are we?
He said
Like,
the other day.
Are you kidding?
He's had plenty of In-N-Out in his life.
When my wife and I went to the Charlie Kirk Memorial, that's all we ate in Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
You don't listen to me at
I'm
all.
old and I'm confused. I don't know what you want from me. Anyway,
Okay.
you walk.
Sharon!
You walk into In-N-Out. They actually have a nice little Bible verse thing. Like it's like a placard on the wall as you walk in. It's a great, prayer
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
thing. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. You trying to win me back over? Is that what you're doing?
How about if I bring you more than a sticker?
Yeah.
Sound so white. Wait a
got
minute. If you bring him more than a sticker, what about the two of us that work with you 4 hours a day?
Oh my gosh! Enough about Joan.
This is because, Joan, you get enough love from the super text line.
The ask your super texters to bring you in a burger,
Yeah.
Joan.
Man alive.
If anybody on the super text line wants to bring Joan in a burger, I'll also take a double animal style.
Animal style is disgusting.
No, you're.
Oh, my goodness
You're
gracious.
wrong.
The whole
you-
point.
Did
That's
you hear me yesterday on Matt Murphy had me call into his show, and I was talking about the whole experience, and I was talking about the disgusting nature of animal style.
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Wait, is animal style with the onions and the
Onions and the
sauce?
weird spread and all that. It's
come
gross.
It's not weird spread. It's the In-N-Out equivalent of Big Mac sauce,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Okay, so it's gross. And I made the whole point of saying, so like if you're, okay, so my dating advice from me to you people, if you're good,
You might want to George Costanza this, guys. Just letting you know.
the opposite.
You might want to do the exact opposite, but let's hear him out.
If you're out on a date, the last thing you want to do is get something animal style because it is gross and it's filled with onions and everything else. And I'm telling you, that smell is going to be on Amy for days. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Now, Chris, if I get kicked
Yikes.
out, is it clear that I can't come over and stay on your
Yes,
couch?
we're not friends. You have made that perfectly clear. Talk to Sam or Joan. I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
It might be low-key the best thing to do for a date right now if you got a girl you're really interested in, because you're
Yeah.
going to sit in the line for 3 hours.
That's exactly right. I said yesterday they need Fast Pass.
They're committed.
90
Pass?
minutes. It was 90 minutes.
How
from
much
door
would
to
you
door.
pay for a fast pass to get to the front of the line?
You know what? I'd pay double.
Double?
I would pay double for double in 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's pretty good, actually.
Pretty good.
I'd pay double for double.
I feel like everybody would do that, and the fast pass would no longer be fast.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
What happens at the parks?
You'd
Anyway.
have to up that a bit.
So when are you going to go? When are you going to go?
Probably in like a month.
When it all dies down and when
Yeah.
Murfreesboro opens
Well,
up?
Murfreesboro opens today,
Oh, it does.
correct?
Okay.
Right?
No, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All
Gotta
right.
wait. Gotta wait.
Probably will be a little bit more crazy in the borough compared to Lebanon.
Oh, the borough's going to go absolutely bananas.
Oh, yeah. Well, because Murfreesboro doesn't have as much as, as much as Lebanon. Like Murfreesboro is like a...
I think Murfreesboro is better than Lebanon.
Murfreesboro is a hamburger desert.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just talking.
We got like 4 Whataburgers. We got everything.
I don't think you have 4 Whataburgers anymore.
We
One
do.
of them closed.
Well, all right. Touche.
Right? All right.
Yeah, one of them did.
How's that for a touche? All right, very good. Are we done? I think we're done because we're running late. Joan, what's coming up in the news?
Tyler Robinson is making his first court appearance in person today. We've got some details on that coming up here at 9 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What did you say?
Super Texter said that You said the In-N-Out made Amy fart? Did you say that earlier?
Nope.
No.
Not that I heard. No.
You know what? God knows what I said. to be honest with you.
3217 is hurling accusations your way.
Yeah.
You know what? I may have said that. I don't know. I was on the air with Matt, and I was on like a chocolate sugar high because I'd had the chocolate shake. I may have said anything.
Okay.
Wow.
Amy, I love you.
That
856.
Bigger diamonds.
She's got those 2 holes I'm going to have to fill now.
Clip it. Clip it.
With diamond earrings.
Clip it. Clip it.
Dan, just go to commercial for goodness sake.
I have to read a commercial. All right, we're going to play a commercial. And I've got to recover. All right, Sam, play something and we'll be back.